I see you, K-State. You're up. Let's talk about the Kansas State Wildcats helmet. Now, for the first 19 years they played, they were known as the Aggies. Then in 1915, John Chief Bender became the head coach. He called the team Wildcats, but the name didn't stick. For the next few years, they were known as the Farmers. Then in 1920, Charles Bachman took over the program. He called them Wildcats, and the name stuck. Now let's get into the helmets. Let's kick it off in 1951 when the Wildcats wore just a white helmet with a purple center stripe. In 1957, they slapped numbers on the side. The next year in 58, they took them off. Then in 1964, they put them back on and stayed with it through 1965. In 1966, K-State dominates the side of the helmet and a single purple stripe still runs down the middle. In 1967, the helmet is switched to silver and the purple center stripe remains. 2 years later, in 1969, the Wildcat logo is added to the side of the helmet, and this look runs through 1971. In 1972, the Wildcats go with a purple lid for the first time. They keep the Wildcat logo, but do away with the center stripe. In 1974, it's back to white helmets and a purple center stripe, and this Wildcat logo is used for the last time on a K-State helmet. In 1975, KSU in interlocking letters appears on the helmet for the first time in purple on a silver helmet, and the center striping is purple as well, bordered by white and trimmed in purple. Then in 1978, the helmet is switched to a much lighter gray color, and the center stripe is purple bordered by white. In 1982, one change is made as the center striping is widened out, and this is a look that runs through 1985. From 1986 through 1987, the Wildcats go to a purple helmet with nothing on the side and two white center stripes. In 1988, Cats is added to the side. The look lasted one season. Then everything changed with the arrival of new head coach Bill Snyder. In the 3 seasons before Snyder showed up in Manhattan, K-State won exactly 2 games with 30 losses and 1 tie. One of the first orders of business for Snyder was calling the school's art department. He told them he needed a new logo and he wanted something simple, but also something that would stand out, like the star on the side of the Dallas Cowboys helmet. Enter Tom Bookwalter, who was working in the art department. Bookwalter worked on it for about 2 weeks. Nothing really popped until he started putting a simple collection of lines together. He ended up hand painting 2 versions on a helmet. One was more rounded with whiskers, the other was squared off in the back. Snyder and the team liked the squared off version, and with that, the Power Cat was born. It's been K-State's look since 1989. Now, there have only been 6 alternates used since that time. In 2013 against Iowa State, the logo and center striping were given a camo look. For 1 game in 2016 and 1 game in 2017, the helmet was camo and the logo and center striping remained traditional. In the 2019 Liberty Bowl, the Cats went with a white lid and a single purple center stripe with the Power Cat. In 2019 against Baylor, the Wildcats went with a white helmet instead of silver, but everything else remained unchanged. Also in 2019 against West Virginia, K-State gave a nod to that '88 team with the Cats logo on a white helmet with a purple center stripe. Then in 2022 against Tulane, a white helmet with players' numbers on the left and on the right an alternate logo that the school used from 1964 through 1989. That's the helmets of the Kansas State Wildcats. Hit the comments, tell me who I should do next, and follow Hooked on Helmets so you don't miss it.